Anyway, we're playing the daily level with the birthday chicken. My score right now is 943. I've only been able to get to 380, so I don't have high hopes. I'm just kind of doing this for shits and giggles, as we usually do. But, I recorded some gameplay earlier, but low-key got a little stressed because I started talking about, like, my to-do list. Ay, don't open up that can of worms. I got 5 things on my to-do list. God forbid, okay? Um, so it was not good vibes. So right now I'm just gonna talk about movies. Oh my gosh, movies. Um, I watched The Sixth Sense recently. I watched it unspoiled. As unspoiled as you can get. It's been out for like 20 plus years, and all everyone talks about is the twist ending. So it's like, I knew going in there was gonna be a twist ending. I'd only ever seen the first 5 minutes and the one clip in the school with the hanging people. At first I thought it was in a subway, but then I watched the movie with the context. I was like, oh, this is the clip that I saw, but it's not in a subway. It's in a school. It's in a gymnasium. Interesting. Anyway, I basically was able to watch it without spoilers, which is pretty cool, given it's been out for so long and everyone talks about it in literally everything. The only thing I did know was going into it, Boise's ghosts. And the big twist at the end. I kind of assumed big twist is going to be they were dead all along. But I didn't know if it was the guy or the little boy. But then, like, right off the bat, mother interacts with the little boy, and I'm like, boy's probably not dead. And then no one else interacts with the man. I'm like, man is dead immediately. But I feel like that didn't ruin the movie at all. I feel like it was still a really, really good movie. But it is kind of obvious how the wife never talks to the man. Sorry, I don't know names. I'm not cool like that. I know Cole. Malcolm. Malcolm was his name, and Anna was the wife, and don't know the name of the mom. Oh, what was her name? What was her name? Oh my god, Toni Collette? No, that's wrong. Anyway, she's the lady from Hereditary. Oh my god, that woman can play a mom like no other. Oh, she's amazing. Love her. And then yesterday I started watching My Bloody Valentine, the one from the 1981. Don't really care for too many of the characters, but that's what you're gonna get in an 80s slasher. I think it's really fun. I love the set and like the theme. What the fuck? I was basically on that. You could have given that to me. Anyway, the theming was really cool, really cute. The kills were really cool too. I still have like 20 minutes left. So like the main part of him killing everyone. But yeah, I've liked the kills so far. The effects are really cool. Great setting. It's such like a nice, it feels very nostalgic already, and I'm watching it for the first time, you know what I mean? One of those kind of movies where it's like, damn, this is gonna stick with me. This is a good feeling. So that's fun. The only thing I will say is that the editing can get a little choppy sometimes. I don't know. It just kind of, it feels like a normal, like, hell yeah movie. Whatever that's supposed to mean. You know. If you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. Yeah, it feels like a regular-ass movie, but then sometimes some of the editing is just so choppy. Like, I remember this one scene at the police station, and it was with the candy heart box. Anyway, it was like, it's such like a weird editing where it's like, I don't know if it's my streaming service that's fucking up or if it's like the actual movie is that way, but I'm like, I don't know. It kind of takes me out a little bit, but it's not that bad. I've dealt with much worse, so that's fine. Honestly, sorry, I'm I'm watching Achievement Hunter in the background, because we're on a nostalgia kick. Anyway, I turned it off. What was I saying? I think I want to get into more spooky stuff, but the thing is, nothing really scares me. I don't know. last movie that I watched that was kind of like unsettling was Talk to Me. Talk to Me was really, really good. Okay, at first I was like, it's overhyped. Sure, is the story a little bit like predictable? Yeah. Are the characters all that crazy? No, not really. I mean, they're alright, but okay, for horror movie, they're fucking fantastic, amazing, hands down, spectacular, especially like a modern horror movie, amazing. Crying, weeping over them. For a movie of today's standards, just like a movie in general, meh. At least the character building. The effects were amazing. The scares were pretty good too. I really enjoyed a lot of that movie. I think at first I was just a lot of the hype that was around it. I was like, meh. Is it really up to the hype? I don't know. Not really, but it's still a really, really good movie. I do really enjoy it. And I did find one of the scenes unsettling. The one with the lady in the dark room. She's really cool. Because in the theater, they made the sounds like go around, and it really sounded like someone behind me was making a noise, and I was like, what? That's crazy. So yeah, that was pretty cool. But other than that, I don't feel like I've watched any horror movie that's like, ooh, you know? And I love that feeling. I love that feeling of like uneasiness. Like a fun uneasy. Yeah. See, most of the time, I feel like I really get that feeling from like creepypasta stories. And I know that sounds silly, but I'm silly. So, suck it. Anyway, I love creepypasta. I'm sorry. I'm not, though. Some of it's really, really good. Some of it's stupid as fuck. Not gonna lie. But some of it's good. Like when they can build like tension, whatever. And most of the time, they're fairly short. You know. Nothing too crazy. The lore doesn't go too deep. They'll usually like explain most of it by the end. Like you can make assumptions, of course, and you can make connections, yada yada do. But it's pretty straightforward. Kind of spells it out for you. Love that. Thank you. I do love a few questions, but I don't like the... One thing that I'm not a huge fan of, unfortunately, is analog horror. As much as I want to get into it, it's just like... It's too up to the imagination that I'm like, I don't care, actually. I don't care for, like, alternate reality games. I don't care for, like, analog horror. I'm just like, okay, it's the backrooms. Damn, what was that dream I had? I had a weird dream where I kind of felt the meaning of, like, the backrooms. Okay. It was not some prophetic dream where I unlocked the meaning of the universe through the backrooms. It was just like I was stuck in a situation where there was like no possible way of escape, and it just seemed like every effort was futile, and I was like completely alone. And that did kind of make me feel like, oh, okay, I can understand why people find the backroom scary now. Because before I'm just like, okay, it's a room. Oh, and you're stuck there forever. Well, bitch, I don't know what forever means, because I'm only here for like 100 years, so I really don't know what forever means, you know? I can only remember the last 2 hours of my life, maybe. Buddy, don't tell me, you say forever, I don't know what that means. You know, I have no concept of what forever means. That's why I'm like, I have no grasp on what like eternity in hell is, because I don't know what eternity is, brother. I've been alive for 20 years. I don't know what eternity is, okay? I could fathom that it's something like this, but longer. But realistically, I've never felt that. And so I can't grasp the horror of it. Low-key. Sorry. My brain doesn't work that way. I'm a little stupid. But yeah, I want to get into more scary movies. But, like, not scary movies that, like, take too much thinking. Because I will admit, as much as I love like imagery and like the like art behind it, I'm stupid and I don't pick up on all of that. And so it's nice for fluff if you like, I love the imagery and the feelings and the vibes, But if it's like crucial to the plot that I pick up on these small references, it's not happening. I'm sorry. I don't pick up on things like that. I don't make connections like that. I'm not a good English student. My reading comprehension, just shit, okay? I had a 12th grade reading comprehension in like 3rd, 4th grade. Out the window, brother. It stayed there. Anyway, so I'm probably going to finish my Bloody Valentine. I still have like the last 20, 30 minutes, something like that left. And then, I don't know what I want to watch after that. I've been wanting to watch Golden Kamuy again, the anime, just because I've been seeing a lot of fan art online. I'm like, oh, I remember that. That was so good. But I haven't watched it since 2021. And that one is a very plot-heavy show, I will say. It's an amazing plot. I love intricate, beautiful plots. The thing is, unfortunately, my brain is so stupid and small that I can't wrap my head around them. It just gets so... There's so many, like, moving parts. It gets so overwhelming for me, and I like, legitimately get stressed out over, like, a fictional world. And it's like, there's no need for that. It's the same way I get stressed out over my hobbies. Like, I was talking about my to-do list. Literally, paint. And it's just options. It's not even like a, you have to do this. It's just like, oh, here's what I can do. I can, work on the portrait, or work on the Sims drawing, or work on a different drawing that I had planned. Or I can skate, or I can read, or I can watch this movie, or I can watch this show. And I'm like, oh my god, I can do more than 3 things, and I have the autonomy to choose. I'm gonna go fucking crazy. I can't focus. And so that's kind of been like, ooh. And I get that same way with plots sometimes. Or like when I'm trying to piece together a story in my head. Oh my god. I used to love daydreaming and stuff. But now it literally feels like my brain is like fried. Because I will try and construct a little like story or like magical world in my head. And I'm like, I get way too like, I can't keep track of everything. And even if I write it down, I'm like, I can't write fast enough to keep track of everything. And it gets so like stressful. And it's like, this is supposed to be calming. This is supposed to be fun and enjoyable. And it's not that anymore. And I don't know. It gets kind of upsetting. Because the things that I really, really want to enjoy, I can't. Because I'm so fucking like stupid in the brain. And I don't know how to improve that. I wouldn't say my attention span is horrible. I have a good attention span, especially when I was in work. I feel like when I was working, I had like a good attention span. And I only stopped working like a week ago. Maybe 2. I don't know what it is. Because I can sit down and do something and like I can read a book. But if it's something I have to like... I feel like if it's intriguing to me, like if it's like in my head and I'm like, I find this really interesting and I want to delve into it, too many webs. It leads too many places and I want to explore all those places, and then it's like, it's too much going on. I can't keep track. And it seriously stresses me out. And as much as I want to love that intricate, like beautiful, like art, I can't. Because it gets way too much for me. And then I spiral. And then I go crazy. So instead I watch video game and creepypasta. Sometimes even creepypastas are too much for me. Ah, damn, why did I do that? I'm not really thinking right now, I'm just talking. Because honestly, even just talking about it, my head's getting like a little like, damn. I'm stressed out, bruh. Damn, I'm like literally sweating. I just made myself like sweat and like freak out over nothing. I just want something spooky, bro. I'm probably gonna call it here and focus on something else. Later.